Early examples of batik have been found in the Far East, Central Asia, and India. Indonesia has become known for batik. Batik is traditionally done by either stamping with a metal stamp or drawing with a shanting tool and hot wax. This shanting tool would normally be dipped in hot wax, and then they would draw the designs on the cotton or silk fabric. Dye is then applied to the cotton or silk fabric. After the dye is dried and set, the fabric is boiled to remove the rewax. Today, you are going to make a batik cloth napkin. Instead of the traditional shanting tool and hot wax, we are going to use washable glue as our resist. Resist is an art term where something, in this case glue, is applied to your art to stop the paint, stain, or glaze from going onto that area of your piece, leaving the covered areas the background color. We are using glue as our resist, so the designs drawn in glue will remain white on your finished batik. Okay, to start today, we are going to have to write our name on it. And to do that, we're going to use the tag on our cotton napkin. So I want you to take it and use the pen and write your name on it and your room number. You can write your name on one side, your room number on the other, but make sure that you have your name and your room number on it. Now we are going to lightly draw out our design in pencil. Be sure to draw lightly so that the lines will wash out in the final step. Today I'm going to be drawing an underwater scene. You can draw whatever you choose as you are the artist. Common motifs or designs in batiks are flowers, birds, butterflies, and geometric shapes. And if you draw lightly, you should be able to erase your lines. As we'll be using glue as our resist, try to remember to leave space between your lines as the glue will spread as it dries. Now that the basic design is drawn, it is okay. However, it lacks interest. We are going to add interest by using one of the elements of art, line. There are all sorts of lines. There are loopy lines, wavy lines, thick lines, long lines, spiral lines, all sorts of lines. And when you combine these lines, you create pattern. You can see there are various patterns on here. If you look closely where I put the resist on evenly, the lines turned out really well. And over here where the resist was not put on as well, some of the lines disappeared when color was added. So think about how thick and thin you want your lines to be. Just remember, your glue will spread, so leave about a pencil width between your lines. Now I'm going to add some more interest with line to my work. I know it is hard to see since the lines are light. However, we need to draw lightly so the lines will wash out. Some areas you could just add details with glue instead of drawing the lines in. So I've kind of got my design here, and I'm going to add some of that interest, like I said, with the glue, adding some extra lines for interest as I do. So once you have penciled out your design, raise your hand and someone will come by and will give you a glue bottle so that you can start. Now, we're just using a washable glue, and it's just like the normal glue you use all the time. And you want to make sure that before you start, want to kind of maybe do it over the edge, make sure your glue is shut and kind of shake the glue down to the bottom here so that it's in the tip. And then you just want to slowly trace over your designs. And you don't want to like hold the glue way away from your work. You want to be pretty close to your work, almost touching, but not really pushing against it to get an even line, because you don't want to have big blobs of glue. So you kind of want to do a slow, even line of your glue. If it creates a gap, just go back and fill in the gap, but you don't want big pools of glue. And remember to try to create thin lines because the glue will spread as it dries. And to create small dots, you just kind of have to squeeze a little bit and just touch the surface. So when you're done, you want to look over and make sure that you have that all the lines are the way that you want. It's a little hard to see as the glue starts to dry because we are using white glue on a white fabric. So just look pretty closely and see that all the lines are how you want them. And then we will let it dry. And the next time we come in, you will get to paint your batik.